Fucking hell, my hair is all over the place. Jesus Christ, what can I do about this? Alright guys, here's the scoop. Ames here, just watching this fight. I have no idea if people will turn up, but it don't matter. We're all just relaxing, watching the fight here. Pay-per-view, Usyk versus Chisora. Let me know what your thoughts are. We'll be interspersing as we're talking about the boxing, reacting about the fights and such. Some clips talking about some of the latest in all the boxing world as well. I've just seen Deontay Wilder pull some funny business. What the hell was that? I have no idea. But right now on my screen is Tommy McCarthy, who just fought to a win. One of the draws on the scorecards was... One of the scores on the scorecards was a draw. The other two, 116, 112, I think it was, for Tommy McCarthy, who... He really made a meal of that, didn't he? He really made a meal of that. That could have been a lot easier than it was. The 12th round was probably one of those better rounds because he just elected to box and box nicely. And he was picking shots and Lagoon couldn't really get in anywhere. But halfway through, literally in round 6, halfway through, I don't know what happened with Lagoon. He just had some problem with his eye, problem with his vision. And arguably the fight could have been stopped there, but he didn't. The referee kind of gave him that little bit of leeway to just compose himself. Having some problems with his vision. The last thing you want to see is something horrible happen. But the fight was allowed to continue, and from Lagoon's point of view, that was good on his part because he didn't want to be stopped there. But he didn't get the win, which is the main thing here. Tommy McCarthy wins the title, and he's now got the rankings within all the organizations, and he's looking ahead at Myris Briedis, who, in my opinion, I think would swallow him up. At least from what I've seen Tommy McCarthy on this showing. As we're seeing, and we're being showed Savannah Marshall. She's against Hannah Rankin next. Who I believe she'll take care of her pretty handily. Barring any big upsets. But yeah, man. Let me know what you think of this fight. Usyk Chisora. Massive, massive fight. Should be really good. We've seen Garcia versus Campbell on my screen as well here. I don't know about Ryan, you know. I think Ryan's alright. I think Ryan, if he's got a bit about him, we'll find out, because Luke Campbell is quality. And if he beats Luke Campbell, and if he knocks out Luke Campbell, can you imagine? Because for me, Luke's a really good operator in that division. And I remember specifically against Lomachenko. I don't know. I remember this. And people were like... I'm going to contradict my own point here, but fine. People were like, oh yeah, Luke kind of subdued Loma. But I just kind of thought Lomachenko didn't really get out of second and third gear. Maybe he was a bit wary of the power on that. But really, when he started to put him on him, Luke couldn't really hang. But yeah, the counter punching is going to be real key for Ryan, and keeping the distance for Luke Campbell is going to be real key as well. I believe he has the height and reach advantages here. But that's right, yeah. Last King of Scotland is in here. I said I need to wrench you up, and I'm going to do that right now. I didn't think I'd need a moderator the past couple of streams. I had no idea if people would turn up, and one stream just popped. This stream might as well, it might not. But I said I would, so I'll do that right now. So there you go, bud. Done. How you doing, Last King of Scotland? All good? All well? Hopefully you've managed to catch the interview with Ty and Booth, which will be popping in a couple of clips in here every now and again. But yeah, just a chill stream. Don't know how many people will turn up. It doesn't matter either. Stuff coming up on the channel as well. I'll be doing like a behind the scenes sort of stuff with Time Booth, with what I did and how I went to interview him, which hopefully you guys will like, as well as another interview coming up on Boxing News TV with Time Booth, where we look inside his mind. So I'm really looking forward to you guys seeing that interview coming up probably Sunday, tomorrow, or in the next couple of days. I've just got to edit it and just decide the way I'm going to present that interview. But yeah, good stuff, man. Savannah Marshall. I remember watching Savannah Marshall. It was in It must have been in Newcastle last year. Man, that's a long, long time ago. Newcastle. Last year. Who was topping that bill? It was Ritson versus Robbie Davis Jr. And yeah, she fought a woman by the name of Curry. And this is it. I was just seeing it on the screen now. And she went through Curry faster than I go through fucking Curry when I'm eating it. But the thing is, it's the depth of talent in the women's arena right now. It's just not quite there. And it will get there. It will build. But I reckon she will come through quite handily through Marshall. Marshall through Rankin, sorry. What's happened here? Timlin versus Skelly, that was a draw. Ali beat Eva Hubmeier. Tommy McCarthy just got caught at the end of that, beating Bilal Lagoon. We got 2 more fights before the main event. They're going to drag this out as well. You seen much of this Kambosos? I backed him, seemed confident. I've not seen Kambosos fight at all. I know that Steve Wellings has interviewed Kambosos, any? I think Steve said in the Asylum he wasn't too... someone said in the Asylum they weren't too sure about the depth of quality... the quality that he actually has when it comes to being in the ring. But he's well confident, any? He's well confident. He looked the part, he had those shades on, he had that confidence as well. And I like that. I really like that. But I've never seen him fight. I have no idea if he's a... Well, it seems to be on the face of his box rec and things that he's a power puncher and he's got that bit of power. And Lee Selby isn't really one of those type of fighters. So I think the power really, really could tell here in this fight. I'm just watching Hannah Rankin here. Giving some shit to Savannah. Haha, keyboard warrior. That's great. Hannah Rankin calling Savannah Marshall a keyboard warrior. Fairs. I like that little bit of... Yeah, I want to see shit like this, man. I want to fucking see shit like this. Like they do in the UFC. Proper nice promos before a fight. Give me this sort of stuff. Don't give me no shitty crap that we usually see. Yeah, training camp has been great and da. Go on, Hannah. You've been smashing it lately. Sweet, we'll keep an eye out for the vid. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying my best. I'm really motivated right now. I just want to interview as much people as I can, as many people as I get out there and do it. And really just, get out there and just smash out interviews and put myself out there, really. I'm going to hopefully put myself in front of the camera when it comes to the interviews soon as well. So that's just where I am right now. I've done some exams, managed to get a first on that. And I'll smash out my last 2 bits and then I'll complete my masters. Hopefully by the time December comes around. And then yeah, that can kind of be off my back. And then yeah, maybe push more towards doing this sort of stuff full time and building up my channel as well as building up Boxing News TV. Really enjoying doing the stuff that I do for Boxing News TV. Giving me the opportunity, giving me the advice and faith in what I do. And I think I'm starting to get a lot more confident. I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable as well, which is good. So yeah, so expect more, expect much more. But there is a 40-minute or so video coming on Boxing News TV with Tyan Booth very shortly, which I think you'll all enjoy. Different side to Tyan. Even though I'm Scottish, I'm going for Savannah here. Fairs, I think Hannah's gonna get. But then I don't know enough about Hannah really. She fought Clarissa Shields, lost to Clarissa back in November 2018. I don't know. I just think watching Savannah, seeing her fight in person, she is ruthless, man. She is proper fucking ruthless. If she gets a hint that you're hurt, she pounces, and she's a brilliant finisher. So I think Hannah's got to be careful real early to watch out on getting caught. Lexisio, Adelaide, you get the link. What's the link? I haven't seen the link. Let me know what the link is, and I'll check it out. But on this, I'll be linking you to, and I'll be showing you two predictions from Tyan Booth, as well as a promo of the interview I did with him. I managed to ask a couple of questions to Derek Chisora the other day, so you'll be seeing that as well. If you haven't seen that already, I'll show you what conversation I had with Derek. And yeah, just relaxing and chatting and seeing what happens in this fight. Who knows, man? Who knows? I would love for Del Boy to get the. I'd love Del Boy to get the win. I don't think he will. I'll get some prediction in full as we get closer to the fight, but I don't know. Like I like Usyk, but imagine the chaos having Del Boy destroy someone like Usyk. It would be incredible, wouldn't it? I just think like stuff like the crowd and the crowd not being there will be a real detrimental factor, because of the fighters that have fought so far that have kind of really fed off the crowd, Chisora is the quintessential example of someone who does do that. So I really do wonder how Derek can well push through the gears without that roar of the crowd cheering him on. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see how Derek will fare. We're getting Diva Doom Mountain now, who's going to be introducing both these fighters here. Whilst we're waiting, I think I'll put him just the first time. I'm going to put this promo in a couple of times. Actually, no, I'll leave it for now. Getting a bit of an audience if I can get an audience in here. But I really like the setup. The setup is very much like the layout of this. Ames interviewing Chisora coming for Coogan's. I'd love to interview Chisora. I mean, like properly. So what happened was it was a media day, so everyone gets an opportunity to try and offer Zoom to ask a couple of questions to Derek. And they came to me, one of the last people they came to, and I had a couple of questions I wanted to sneak in. I managed to get 2 in. So that's why when you see this interview, you haven't seen it already, it's only a couple of questions, and I thought I'd come up with some different questions just in case. So yeah, got that opportunity, which is good. I was a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because it's fucking Derek, and you piss off Derek, then it's gonna eat your head. I wouldn't be surprised if it fucking reached through my fucking laptop and ripped my head off. The way Chisora's been, Chisora's flipped out in the past and stuff. But yeah, man, Chisora's the man anyway. It's very likable. I know he's obviously been a bit patchy with the stuff he does, and he's been a bit crazy and things like that, but he's a very likable fighter with generally a pleasing style, because Chisora has been in some really crap fights, really boring fights, but recently he's been in some really, really, really incredibly well watchable fights, which is what I want to see in here as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What do you guys think of in here? What do you guys think of the winner? Forget about Anthony Joshua in the world scene. Just forget about that for a moment. What do you guys think of Usyk versus Joseph Parker and Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker? I was gutted when that fight got cancelled because of that spider bite that Joseph Parker got, which obviously wasn't some bullshit excuse. It was right. He showed the evidence of him being bit. It was a really weird excuse or reason to pull out a fight, but it was legitimate, and we obviously saw the spider bite itself. But what a fucking incredible fight that would have been. Joseph Parker and Derek Chisora, mad. What a mad fight that would have been. But both the women are in the ring now, getting their official introductions. So we'll just zone in on this at the moment. I missed the first fight, which is a women's fight for the Commonwealth title. I missed that. I missed Ramla Ali's debut. Don't know if she looked good, don't know if she didn't look good. I might try and catch you up on the highlights after this fight. And then I just saw the last bit of Tommy McCarthy and Bilal Lagoon, who he just looked like he really struggled, man, which is a real shame. But I'm happy for Savannah, I'm happy for Hannah, because this is a rescheduled fight and it's been able to get it on this team. Like, Cash Fruit can't catch a fucking break, can he? Jesus, what a shame for Cash. You just want to see him kind of push on. Hopefully get another fight, maybe on the AJ bill or on the Dillian White bill. Not sure. We'll see. Hopefully he gets it. But a shame. A real shame. And a shame for Dave Allen as well. I know people have their opinions about Dave. He wasn't able to get his fight. Christian Hammer first, which would have been a real tough fight for Dave. And then Christopher Lovejoy, who just, I don't know what happened there, man. Don King. Who signs with fucking Don King now? Don King. What a joke. But yeah, you expect that shit. Oh, apparently Don King gave his blessing beforehand to Christopher Lovejoy to go out there. Of course he did. And then retracted it. Of course he did. His old school fucking promoters tactics. What a joke. And it's fair's there for Eddie for trying to sort something out. But nah. When I heard that he was, trying to negotiate with Don King, I just knew the fight weren't going to happen. No way. And he was like, take the purse out of Chris Lovejoy. No way. No ways. He wanted to pay from Eddie, and Eddie wasn't willing to pay him, was he? So fuck it, man. Fuck Don King. Alright, guys. Savannah Marshall getting an introduction now. Last couple of bits before the fight starts. I predict this fight will end with a Marshall victory by stoppage. Don't know what round. Not confident enough to pick a round. Just because I don't really know, I suppose. Who knows? Maybe Hannah will surprise me. Let's see. But I think Savannah's the real deal. Good luck, mate. Hope you get in there like swimmer. Yeah, I hope I do as well, man. All takes time. All takes opportunity. But hopefully I'll be able to smash that door down. Right, round one. Marshall centre of the ring. Looking a lot taller, a lot more physically in a better shape than Rankin. But they're different types of bodies, to be fair. A lot taller is Marshall. That's the thing that's really sticking out to me here. Looks confident though, Rankin. Not fazed by Savannah here. Right hand from Hannah, just misses. Left hook, catches Marshall. Coming in from quite far out with that double jab. The first jab was nowhere near. Marshall was a little bit strange. But Savannah's just kind of feeling out here, just seeing what Rankin does with a couple of bits of looks that Savannah's just giving her here. And it's the jab that Rankin's given her. So I won't be surprised if she just tries to feint. And then there's the right hand there. She brought that jab out of Hannah and then put the right hand on her and then moved out. There's the uppercut as she came through with that double jab as well. And that's going to be that key. Using that jab as that entry for Savannah Marshall just to pick her apart as quicker than maybe she would be looking to if that opportunity presents itself. Which it is and has twice so far. A little bit more volume there towards the end of the round from Savannah. I think she's felt her out now. Yeah, range was a problem. That's a good point from the commentator. I'm not too sure who it is. Is it? I can't remember his name. But range, a real issue. You're right. Chisora getting his hands wrapped. No mercy. War. Chisora, that body paint and that was great, man. I loved it. Fucking rate Chisora for that shit, man. Everyone comes out with the same sort of stuff, but Chisora, always different. Alright, second round. There's that real Tyson-esque about her, Tyson Fury-esque about her, isn't there? Just the way she's quite gangly, the way that lead hand kind of, not lazily, but you know what I mean, just kind of hangs there. Reminds me really of Tyson's just like posture and stance. Nice jab down to the body, then up to the head. Good left hook there in return though from Rankin. 1-2 down the pipe from Marshall. And a jab and uppercut left hook combination. She's fallen out of range with that right hand, and that just leaves Savannah with the opportunity to throw a right hook as she's coming in. I don't think she's seen it just yet, but if she lands that right hook as she's coming in, she'll do some real damage. Leaping left hook misses from Rankin, quite crude with that. In the clinch, she's trying to get some work off, but nothing's quite landed really. Savannah pushes her upper back in the center of the ring now. Nice uppercut stepping forward from Savannah. Ten seconds left in the second round. Meets her up with an uppercut. Eats a couple of punches there though. It's Marshall. Nice little bit of success there from Rankin. But yeah, there's a right hand there. She's matching it with the uppercut with the range, but she can shorten that up because Rankin's in range for a right hook or a right hand as she's coming forward, and that could cause some serious damage. So I'm hoping to see Savannah employ that a little bit more in her offense, because I think personally from what I've seen here, if she does, she could put Rankin in some real trouble and some real difficulty in these coming rounds. So we'll see what she does with that, because that range really suits Savannah. At least the range they're fighting in right now really suits Savannah. And it will, unless Rankin close the distance better and more effectively, but she isn't doing that right now. Nice bit of movement here, just flustering Rankin. Goes back in towards the centre of the ring. She couldn't handle that movement there. She was slow. There's the uppercut that met her as she came forward as Rankin was stepping in. Left hook, some right hands catched on the gloves from Savannah, and then she steps out of range. Really nice work there. Double jab there from Rankin. Jab on the right hand. She's just trying to land that right hand, Rankin, but she's all too predictable with it, and she's not really changing the offense. In those clinches or those short distances, she does all right. She looks good, but the range is just. Oh. Left hook to the body, then a right hand. That was good work from Rankin. Eats a jab to the body and up top. Ooh. See, left hook there she took. She's fucking game though. She's fucking game as fuck. Left hook there. Good shot there. But she had a jab though, actually. Left hook and right hand, and then an uppercut as well there from Savannah. Left hook there's the body work. That left hook to the body looked like it hurt Rankin there. She clinches now. She really wants to land that right hand, don't she? Oh, there we go. Right towards the end of that round. Looked a bit buzzed from a shot. I like her though. Real game as fuck. Savannah points me with Miss Rise with the stoppage. Yeah. I mean, she looks like she's a proud woman. I don't think she wants to be stopped. Like, I reckon she'd be the type that will get up and the referee will just wave it off. But game as fuck, and I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, man. I mean, with Selby and Kambosos Jr., there's a real, apparently, the possibility. It's mandatory for TV female Olympics, which is a great opportunity, right? But then if you could get that over in Australia, 50,000. Imagine the money he's making off of that. That's a real. You could probably pop out the sport and he'd not really have done much. But fair play to him if he gets that opportunity. He's got to come through Lee Selby, who had his own fight, didn't he? It was Lee Selby and Ricky Burns, and they had like a. It was a real gateway kind of fight. And Lee Selby came through that. Real close fight. That was nice digging uppercut to the body there, to the centre of the stomach from Savannah. Left hooks exchanged. Oh, here's the combos now. Savannah's putting the punches together. Right hook to the body, then the left hook. Really nice, really accurate with those punches. And Hannah's just looking a bit ragged. Left hook, right hook, uppercut. We've seen that combination before in round two, sorry. And she's done it again, just jabbing. She's really controlling this action now, Savannah. This is the spite I was on about that I saw myself in Newcastle. She's real spiteful. And she's pulling it on Hannah here. When she's dipping low, she's doing everything right, Rankin. She's dipping low. She's trying to offset that and come under that jab as well. But Savannah doesn't do 1 and 2 punches. She puts those combinations together. Rocks that head back of Rankin there again. Tries to split the guard with the uppercut. The guard stays firm and gets through a right hook to the body as well. Eats a left hook. She's rolling those punches though. Trying to come under now the clinch, but Rankin's not able to get any success off. She's really just controlling this now in this 4th round. Nice right hand as well. And a left hook and an uppercut. This is real tough here for Hannah. Real tough. That, you know what? Forget the stoppage. The towel might come in. Forget the stoppage. The towel. Because she's game. She's taking those punches. She doesn't look like she's going to be rocked. So I reckon the corner might pull her out with the towel. Because she looks like she can take the power. Although Savannah's not really caught her in anything too clean just yet. But yeah, that wasn't a good round at all for Hannah. Not a good round at all. If you're in here and you're new, make sure you smash the like and the subscribe button as well. Much more boxing content coming your way here and on Boxing News TV. Good advice here from Peter. Touch her up and then go down. That'll present the opportunity then for her to go back up to the head. And if the work hasn't been done in the training camps, which it looks like it has been done by Hannah Rankin and her team, but if it hasn't, she'll find out with that body shots. Hell, at least she's not. At least none of these women haven't got the wardrobe malfunctions that Araujo had the other weeks back. So, big up the outfits here. Oh man, left hook, right handed jab. Left hook, right hook to the body. Has she got a badge at the back that says UFC? UFC what? That jab is awful as well, at least just there in the 5th round, just 20 seconds ago. Not even looking to land that jab, just looking to use the jab to occupy the space. And it wasn't needed. Oh, left hook. Body. Gregor Danbury, blonde lust, losing this. If by blonde lust you mean the Scottish Hannah Rankin, then yeah, she's losing this. And it's not. Right, there we go. This can be the. Here we go. Right hook. Good work there to go to the body. After that right hand. Minimal head movement here. Man. I'd love to see an uppercut from Rankin herself as Marshall's coming in. But you ain't seen that. She just really wants to land that jab and that right hand. And straight shots as well. But this is the volume now from Savannah is just not great. And the tiredness has come through as well, as you can hear her breathing hard. Easy this Savannah, yeah, it's really, really easy work. Stephen Hamnick saying, when's the fight start? I reckon around 10:30 the fight will start. So if you're new here, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Helps me out loads. Trying to get to 200 subscribers, so if we can do that in this stream, that'd be brilliant. Don't know if we can, don't know if we can't, but it'd be great if we could. Yeah, this isn't the best of watches right now, considering the golfing class between Hannah and Savannah. But you can only really fight what you put in front of. And this is a world title fight for Savannah, and she's winning it at a canter. And that's not her fault. It's just the golfing class, really. Sixth round. 90 seconds left to go. But even Rankin's just stepping off and not getting herself into that range now. I think she's just really kind of just in... It's not survival, but it's just like... You're not really setting yourself up for success. And you're not changing it either. Step forward if you can and come forward. And that will smother the shots of Marshall because the range is shortened. So... But she's stepping back. Body shot looked like it hurt. 1, 2, left hooks. Oh, nice jab there from Savannah. Oh, right hook to the body, then a left, then she switches off. That was nice. Uppercut. Oh. Missing again with that right hand. 1, 2. It's just a 1, 2. Right hand. She tries to meet it with that right hand, but she's just not landed it. Ugh. There was the right hand landing. That jab and right hand finally landed there. Savannah just switching off a little bit. If these rounds were 3 minutes, then we would have seen a stoppage, I think, by now. She looks like a female Fury, man. She really does. Just in terms of like the posture and she would do because Peter's done a terrific job with her. I don't think there's real much danger of her getting caught by anything either. So now it's about just pressing up, seeing if there's a gear change now or further gear changes in Savannah's work and getting that stoppage. Or getting the towel thrown in. Oh, right hand lands hard. Ugh. Ugh, man. Right hand. She's picking him now. Closing her down. It's all Savannah here. Feints, then those left hooks up and down, nice. Leading with the uppercut, then just buying herself an angle. Oh, right hook to the body. Then here we go. She's now she's been. This is a stoppage here. It's gonna happen. Nothing's coming back here. Oh, she just about gets out the way of that. 30 seconds left in the 7th round, and she's just taking these shots. What fucking... Jesus. I would have fucking wilted. I would have fucking fallen. Ref can step in here, though. Towel can come in here, though. But... come on, ref. Oh, she's taking the knee now. Yeah, come on. She'll make it through this round. The referee stopped it. Yeah. Referee's got to take a little bit of stick there because a couple of times he could have come in and had a good luck, but he just let it go. And there was more than enough opportunity there to just step in and stop that. But also the corner as well. Because the corner, in my opinion, would have let her continue. It seemed like that anyway. That's the way it seemed. And that's not great. But congratulations. Congratulations to Savannah Marshall, who achieves her dreams and becomes world champion. And yeah, fucking line it with Clarissa and Savannah. Savannah would be my pick, you know. Yeah, Andy Lee here saying he's a little bit angry at the referee. I agree. And the corner. I completely agree. That's what I'm saying. You got to look after your fighter. Especially a game as fuck fighter like Hannah Rankin, who will just take and try and look for something. But come on, man. Boom. Oh, she's had that nastiness for a while, Andy. She's incredible. She's proper spiteful. She don't give a shit, man. Still need to see a fight where, you know, someone's not looking to lose. Well, Hannah didn't really come to lose, but, you know, the golfing class showed. But, you know, a fight where she's going to take a few shots, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Referee's got to take the stick there for me. I won't let him off the hook for that one. That was rubbish, that. Completely agree with Andy Lee. She's about to be crowned world champion now. Where's the belt? Where's the belt? At least in fights like this, Hannah's not, you know, too badly damaged, and there's no need for an ambulance or anything like that. I mean, she'll be taken, won't she? should be taken to the what the hell was that? Just fight the goat, man. Fight the goat. The goat. Fight the goat. The fucking goat. Right, I'm going to pop to the toilet quickly. I'll just be a moment.
come out with one drop.
Ames here for Boxing News TV. Pleasure to meet you, Derek. Just a few questions from me. First of all, Derek, you might be aware from this. Looking around at the expert opinion as we approach this fight, it seems like you aren't being backed to win, and there are those who think this would be a walkover for Usyk. How does that make you feel when you hear and see people not backing you on your biggest opportunity to date?
I'm not really bothered. I'm not really bothered. I don't care. Everybody's got their own opinion. Some people like KFC, some people like McDonald's. Everybody likes their own opinion. When AJ lost the fight with Ruiz, they slandered him. They said so many things about him, and he said when I win bow down to me, they're like, yeah, right, and then he won it. And then guess what? The same people are back on his tushes, So, but it's just human beings. It's a way of human beings, how they are, They have to say what makes them feel happy, and that's ones I don't really care, to be honest. What people say, the bookies say the same thing, so I'm not really bothered about that.
David Hay is campaigning for you to become WBO mandatory if you beat Usyk. If you beat Usyk and it comes down to it, would you be willing to step aside and allow for a heavyweight unification for all the belts between Josh and Fury, or would you want your shot enforced?
Oh yeah, man. If Eddie Hearn comes with with big numbers, I'll look at the numbers. If agent, what they're gonna get, if he offers me 50 mil, say that, step aside. I'll step aside. I don't mind. I'll step aside for the fans. If the fans want to see that fight, we were promoted Deontay. They didn't make it happen. People like, fight this. But I think if it's meant, but you have to understand, Tyson has to fight Dylan or Alkin, and he's gonna have to fight Deontay Wilder. Don't think by Deontay Wilder saying, "Oh, he's not fighting in December, so he's the contract is run out." No, it hasn't run out because this pandemic has messed up everything for everybody. So that's another excuse for the one fight deal still happening right now. So I won't be surprised if we don't see Deontay Wilder back in the ring with Tyson Fury by next year summer.
Right then. So yeah, I had the opportunity to speak to Derek on a Matchroom Media Day. There are other questions that were posed before me, so I'd had some time, obviously beforehand, and whilst I was listening to questions in case what I wanted to ask was asked, I had the chance to ask those questions that I'd written down. And yeah, I mean, the first thing I wanted to know from Derek was really like, he's not really been backed, is he? And I get why, because this is up against Oleksandr Usyk. We're just getting Lee Selby versus Kambosos Jr. promo here, and then we're going to get the fight next. And then obviously the main event will happen straight after. But yeah, he's not really been backed, is he, Derek? And I get it. It makes complete sense, because Usyk is viewed as, and quite rightly, as one of the best in the pound-for-pound lists. And he's owned that, and he's merited that in the way that he cleaned up the cruiserweight division. But now he's stepping up, isn't he, to heavyweight? And we don't know where he's at heavyweight. So I won't be writing off Derek. I have Usyk as my favourite. But I have Usyk as my favourite, not knowing where he really is at heavyweight. Which is what makes it really intriguing, I suppose, in that sort of sense. Right? And those later rounds, if it gets there, if Derek has the tank and Usyk doesn't have the tank, could be really interesting. And won't there as well, I think people haven't picked up on as well that Usyk has had a couple of injuries, hasn't he? He had like a bicep injury, a couple of other injuries as well. So I don't know if that will play a factor in the fight. When Chisora is just hitting arms, shoulders, anything can be really hit here. So that's intriguing, but it is a really intriguing to me. So I was speaking to Steve on the Boxing Asylum Nut House podcast Patreon, and it was just like, I don't want to see Usyk just kind of blow through Chisora, which I don't think he will. I know how he'll fight. He'll fight, obviously, or at least I think he'll fight kind of classically, keeping the range and just peppering him off, all into the same sort of vein in which Tyson Fury fought Chisora and dealt with him and handled him. Now, the problem there is that he won't have the range and the height that Tyson did to keep that, and he'll have to maybe move more. The movement's going to be a lot more key, and Usyk will have to circle around and move off and use the ring. I've not even actually been perceptive to how big that ring is, so let's have a quick look when the we get to see the ring again, how small or how big that ring is, because if that's a smaller ring, then that favors Derek Chisora greatly in cutting down the ring. But I expect to see Usyk using that jab and using that ring greatly to keep Chisora off of him. But yeah, it is a shame, because it is Chisora's greatest fight to date, and he's not really being backed. So this is what I'm saying here. I would like it if Chisora wins. I think Usyk wins. I wouldn't dislike it if Usyk wins either. But go on, Del Boy. It'd be great if Del Boy wins, wouldn't it? It'd be fucking crazy. Just ripping up the whole the plans, innit? But to be fair, you don't really know what the plans are, because I mean, who do you think Eddie really wants to win here? Does he want Usyk to win, or does he want Chisora to win? Considering that, my second question to Chisora was, if you won, would you enforce your mandatory if you were made mandatory, or would you take step aside to allow for Joshua and Fury to fight for all the belts? And he said he'd step aside. Now, I don't know why I'm speaking to my microphone here. Now, would Usyk step aside? We don't know that. And I'm inclined to think Usyk wouldn't step aside, because considering he has his own greatness that he's striving for, having cleaned up the cruiserweight division and then winning a world title at heavyweight would be real legacy for him. So I don't think he would potentially step aside as easily as Chisora would. Who knows, maybe he would step aside, but knowing Chisora would in the outset, as he said that, I think Eddie would want Chisora to win. But then also, in the inverse, he's building up Usyk as this pay-per-view star now, isn't he? This is Usyk's second pay-per-view. Now, I know the pay-per-views were really kind of off the back of Bellew and Chisora, but now he's starting to establish himself here. And if he comes here more, and if he's established himself as a pay-per-view star, then Eddie Hearn has a prime new pay-per-view revenue for further fights once he's established that, yep, Usyk has to be on pay-per-view because he's a pay-per-view star, he's made the numbers. So it works both those ways, but it really creates a rod, doesn't it, if Usyk wins and he's not willing to allow step aside if he's getting a lot of money. I mean, Chisora mentioned if he's getting 50 million to step aside, he'd do it. I don't think 50 million would be the fee, but a good amount of money not to fight, to step aside for Chisora at his stage in his career. Well, I don't really think the belt means all that much to him now. It's all about the money with Chisora, and he'll make a fuck ton in step aside if it got to it and he did win. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe here. I'm going to quickly check over whilst we're waiting to. We'll show this again to you later. Tyron Booth, I managed to catch up with him, interview him. In the first part of our interview, I interviewed him. We've got another one coming up soon, but here's Tyron Booth's prediction coming into this fight. So let's go back to that Usyk Chisora. I know you're not too hyped up about it, but give me your prediction on it then.
Well, I've seen of Usyk, he looked quite good against, Bellew. But what does that mean? Bellew. Bellew. He won a world title, didn't he, Bellew? I haven't really followed him, man. I'm not really bothered about these fuckers. Really don't give a fuck about them. Done well for themselves, and they beat up an injured David Hay. Old as fuck. But yeah, I just don't care. Derek Chisora, he's a fucking, he's a bit of a warrior, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Would you? Right then, as Kambosos Jr. makes his ring walk, and Selby does, we'll just cut through that little bit of promo there from Time Booth as I interviewed him the other week. That's Time Booth. I tried to pin him down, his opinion on this fight. I wasn't able to, which was a shame. So, I don't know. I tried to pin him down. He wouldn't really give a prediction. He just made me laugh with the Bellu. I was trying so hard not to laugh, man. It was so difficult not to laugh. But I was able to keep my composure because Tyne's a funny guy, isn't he? But yeah. I don't know. Let me know your predictions on this as we're getting Kambosos Jr. I've got to give credit to the fucking production here. A step up a notch here, which I like. Maybe they could put the fight highlights in the background of the fighters as they're coming through the ring, but good sort of production there. W Wallace 0071 in the building here. One of my I follow on Instagram, he follows me as well. Saying, greetings from the land down under, Melbourne. I want Chisora to win, but understand the odds are against him. Greetings to you too. Pleasure to have you in here. Pleasure to have your support on these streams. What do you think about? Talk to me about Kambosos Jr. What do you know about Kambosos Jr. here, Wallace? Tell me what you're thinking here about Kambosos, because I don't know enough about him really here. Yeah, like, I mean, I said this earlier, like, I kind of do want Chisora to win. I kind of do. I don't know why. I agree completely. I completely... Wait, what song is he coming out to? Let me just listen to this. It sounds like Death Grips. Ah, no, it ain't Death Grips. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I kind of want Chisora to win. I don't know why. It's probably because I just quite like Chisora. Obviously, he's been a bit patchy in the past, but I like him. He's got that bit. You kind of want to see him win. It'd be a great little story, wouldn't it, if Chisora beat Usyk? Great little upset there. People love their upsets. There've been upsets in boxing recently, and this would be up there. It would be really up there if Chisora won this fight against Usyk. And that doesn't mean I don't like Usyk. Fair fucks if Usyk wins. I'd be happy if Usyk wins as well. But imagine if Chisora does it. I'd love it if Del got the upset. If Ruiz and Perfect can cause an upset, then so can Chisora, as he looks mighty fit. Yeah, he does look really good. His shape looks really good. I don't think he looks overly different. I think it's probably the minor tweaks, I suppose, physically. But yeah, 100%. I don't want to use the cliches. You know, the one punch can change everything. But it can. And Chisora has shown that he's got that. Like in his fight against Takam, where he pulled out that shot from nowhere. He did kind of look like he was surprised himself that he'd thrown that punch and it knocked down Takam and finished that set up for the finish of the fight. But that can happen here. And I genuinely believe Chisora will land clean at Usyk at some point, but we will see how Usyk takes to that. But he's fought... Usyk has fought... Is it, Let's have a quick look. Usyk fought Gassiev, right? And Gassiev people rate as one of the hardest punchers, like, outside of the heavyweight division. That's kind of been that, like, little rumour that's floated around that people have kind of picked up upon. Am I right in saying that? I think I am. So if you can take a shot from Gassiev, I know it's different. But the thing with Chisora is he might drown him. He might just drown him with volume. But we'll see. I think he will catch him at some point. We'll see how Usyk takes to that. But I'm looking forward to the fight, man. Lee Selby's getting his official introduction here as is Kambosos. A pleasure to have you guys in here, keeping me company. I put money on Kambosos, but don't know much about him. Yeah, if I had a pound, I'd put it on Kambosos Jr. But you know, it's more of a pound in hope in terms with me not really knowing much about him, just kind of putting it on there. I have no idea, to be honest. Is he a heavyweight? I know watch the big boys or sometimes the light heavies. Who are we on about here? Usyk? Is Usyk a heavyweight? He's moving up from heavyweight, moving up to heavyweight from cruiserweight after fight. He should have fought Tyrone Spong, which would have been a decent enough test, but he fought Chaz Witherspoon as Spong failed the drugs test and didn't fail the drugs test. It was a real shame, really, how that happened. And he just didn't really put any hurt on Chaz, which is... Chaz came with that facial expression. Chaz left with that same facial expression. It was a decent enough night, even though he got the stoppage, didn't he, towards the end. But you know, nothing really impressive from Usyk there. But here we go. Let's tune back into this fight. Selby and Kambosos Jr. Let's see if Kambosos can really announce himself, and then the winner here is mandatory for Teofimo Lopez. See how much Selby has got left, man. Oh, back of the head shot from Selby. What is he doing there? It should have a... Yeah, there we go. As long as the ref has a go at him for that. But just Selby letting him know, letting Kambosos know he's crafty. Trying to cut down that ring, Kambosos, but he's not really doing it. Selby's movement is really nice right now. Covers up well on the right hand and the left hook there from Kambosos Jr. I'm just going to call him Kambosos. Can't be asked with the junior. It's nice stuff here from Lee in this first 90 seconds. Ducked well at the range of that lead left hook Selby did, and then clinched. Kambosos reminds me of somebody. I can't put my fucking finger on it. Who does he remind me of? Right hand there to the body from Kambosos lands. Jab to get back into the centre of the ring from Selby. Just reach in a little bit with that second jab. Eats a right hand to the body. Kambosos will be pretty annoyed so far with how this first round's gone, because he's not really been able to get anything up. He's quite fast though with those hands. Just right there, we just saw the speed. I have no idea, to be honest. Is he a heavyweight? Oh, you're on about Kambosos. I only watch the big fight, the big boys, or sometimes the light heavies. Yeah, no, these are fighting at lightweight, so the winner here is mandatory for Teofimo Lopez. But I know Usyk very well as his Ukrainian psycho with a relentless action. Not about psycho, but he has that quick wit, that great sense of humour, doesn't he? Oleksandr Usyk, which I really like about him. Second round, 10 seconds in. Double jab there, down below Kambosos, getting off some action now, stepping forward. Selby movement is really good, and it will be in his first 5-6 rounds. It's if he slows, and he will, what Kambosos Jr. is able to do and capitalize upon in those moments. But a bit ordinary. This is a little bit ordinary from George. Double jab down to the body. Maybe it's just posture. Maybe it's just a bit of possum before he explodes into some action. Keep Lee Selby just a little bit, luring him in with less action. And then, I mean, you'll give away the round doing that, but... But then, to be fair, their corner is saying don't wait on him. So, catches a left hook there from Selby. Yeah, it was good work. And Lee says as well, catch and count, and that's exactly what it is. Right hand to the body, then up top with the left hook. The right hand guard from Selby didn't drop, but we'll see if Kambosos can do that again and get him with more work to the body to drop that right hand guard. Oh, nice little left hook there to the body from Lee Selby, and then moves out of the range. That lead left jab and that left hand work is really giving those problems to George, who can't close the range. But Lee's looking really good. 2 rounds in only, well early. There's a nice left hook there from Lee, but he takes a shot in return. Here we go. Now Kambosos Jr. is going through the gears now and stepping forward. And that's the thing. If Selby knows, George knows that he can just walk through the punches and maybe eat one to give 2 or 3, he will do it. And he just done that there. Who is my favourite boxer of all time? I want to give you the easy answer and say Muhammad Ali. But I've always liked, as with Ali, I've always liked the cocky, brash kind of characters who kind of prove it in the ring. So I like your Alis. I like your Nassim Hamids. I know Nassim Hamid fell short in his real kind of legacy-defining fight against Barrera. But I do like those type of fighters. I'm getting into Matthew Salman Hamid off of the recommendation of Steve Wellings. But I can't say he's probably my favourite fighter of all time. I love Triple G right now. He's probably my favourite fighter at current. Even though he's not fighting as regularly and the level of opposition isn't great. But Triple G, I really love watching his rise up until those Canelo fights, which for me, he won both of them. And I'm not fanboying there. I think people have seen him win both fights, and I saw him win both fights. But my favourite fighter of all time, favourite boxer of all time, I probably have to say, it's so hard, man. Right hand there from Kambosos Jr. landed. Good first shot that's setting the table for success for Kambosos now. And he liked that right hand that he's landed. He's seen it. Now he's stepping. He's caught the range here of Lee and just able to move out the range of that jab on the end of it. I think he's caught that range now. Or at least it seemed there in the 3rd round as he was able to just shift his body, pull. Not in range for a counter. But there's the jab then landing as well from Kambosos. So good work here now. Right hand there from Kambosos Jr. lands to the body of Lee Selby. Selby's movement left and right, left and right. Right hand left hook there from Kambosos, but it's blocked. The guard has remained kind of firm so far. 3 rounds in, 90 seconds left of this 3rd round from Lee Selby. He must be tiring himself out though. There's only 3 rounds in, but I'm tired just watching him. The amount of movement and maybe even over movement from Lee Selby that he puts in here. He's got to be knackered after fights, man. Jab, left hook, right hand there from Kambosos. Great bit of success there. The right hand landed was the best shot of that 3-punch combination. There's a right hand as well. That right hand as well just looked like it buzzed Lee Selby. He's on the front foot here, but you could see the head just get aggressively pushed there. That was a nice right hand. And it'll be depending, you might even give him this round considering the effective punches there. I know the jabs and things, maybe the volume there from Lee's will be more so than Kambosos, but he's picked some really nice shots here, Kambosos. Left hook there just before the clinch, landing from George as well. The feint there from George. Left hook to the body and the right hand. Left hook is trying to tee off here. Right hand to the body. Eats an uppercut though in return. Kambosos Jr. and a right hand at the end of the clinch. Left hook there after a jab. Off the jab it was from George. Give me top 3 to make it easier. Of all time, my top 3 favourite fighters. Ali, Nassim Hamid. Who's going to be on our top 3 of all time? Uzi Ahmed. Yeah, Ali Hamid, Triple G, I think. But I admittedly haven't seen a lot of boxers. A lot of boxers' careers that I've not seen and I'm going back into. I've been starting to watch James Toney's career, and what I like of what I've seen of James Toney, I really like. So I think if I watch more of James Toney, I could really, really get into his career and the way he's fought. I want to watch James Toney's career. I've seen a few of his fights. This is the thing, like I didn't get into boxing really properly until 2014. So growing up, I watched Amir Khan after he came out of the Olympics with the silver medal. But outside of Amir Khan, I didn't have a world of boxing. I wasn't watching boxing. I saw I saw his fights, but I never really watched anyone else's fights. And I remember coming down and watching the news, and like when your Mayweather and Hatton fights came on, or your Mayweather and so Pacquiao and Hatton fights come on. I remember that. But it wasn't really until like 2013, 2014 that I proper got into boxing. That was when like Carl Froch and George Rose were doing their thing and they made history. So there are loads of fighters with great resumes that I've not gone back up because they weren't there that time. Obviously, I think James Toney was still kind of boxing, but he shouldn't have been because he's much more of a faded fighter than he was. But like I'm talking about your James Toney's, your Bernard Hopkins. I want to see more of Andre Ward's career. I want to see more of Shane Mosley's career. Floyd Mayweather early. I've seen a few Floyd Mayweather early fights. I've gone back to watch them. But this is what I'm doing now. I'm going back to watch these fights of these fighters and checking those careers. So I can't really give you a real accurate picture of my favourite fighters of all time because there's a lot that I do want to see. Especially, like I said, James Toney. Here we go. Kambosos here getting off some success here. But yeah, Matthew Saad Muhammad, I'm sure if I watch more of him, he'd be one of my favourite fighters as well. But, yeah. I really want to start doing that and then have a more fleshed out picture rather than just what it is now. If you're in here and you're new, make sure you smash the like and subscribe button. We do these live watch-alongs for all the big fights. Picture a right hand there landing from Kambosos Jr. Yeah, I mean, I've got to put Amir in there as well. Like, growing impatient, as you can see. Watching Amir, especially early Amir Khan. Early Amir Khan was fucking... You thought he was set for fucking major success, but mate, I'm still not over that fucking no-look left hook from Danny Garcia. That fucking just really tore me. That tore me more than the fucking Predis Prescott one. Just because Angel Garcia was just being a right dick. Yeah, so Roy Jones Jr. is someone I've seen a few fights of as well. Obviously, I watched the Tarver fight. I watched the what fights have I seen in Jones Jr.? My recall is fucking terrible because I've just been fucking revising loads. Let's have a look. Kelly Pavlik is someone I want to watch as well. So of the so I've watched the 3 Tarver fights. That's the 3 Tarver fights of Jones Jr.'s career are the ones I've watched. So naturally, there's a lot more I want to see there, given the legacy that Roy Jones has built. But it's just one of them because your age, and I wasn't really into boxing back then. Like, no one in my family watched boxing really. So it's just one of those things really, but with time I'll get there. But in terms of the boxing right now, I'm pretty much watching as much as I can really. Round 5, Selby and Kambosos. My top 3 would be something like Rocky Marciano, George Foreman, and Mike Tyson, but I also love Jack Dempsey and Gene Tunney. Yeah, so these are more of the historical figures, especially if you're going for your Marcianos, Dempseys, and Tunney. Of the historical figures, right close to me, like literally a 20-minute or so train journey, is a statue of Randy Turpin. And I've been meaning to go see that statue. It's moved a couple of times, but I do want to see the statue, considering the legacy that Randy Turpin created. Obviously, there was some real controversy with the death of himself and the death of his child, who was found dead with him, not knowing what happened there. Nice there, little right hand there from Kambosos. But I did try to reach out to some of the family members of the Turpins. I had some contact, but I wasn't able to pin down an interview, which I think would have been fantastic, because no one's really done that, and people love their boxing history and box from the boxing historian kind of aspect. But I wasn't able to secure it, which is a shame. And I understand the reasons why I wasn't able to secure it, considering the there are issues surrounding the death. Apparently he kind of owed money to people, bad people, and he had some problems as well. But Randy Turpin, man, speaking specifically of his boxing career, earned his statue. He really did, in beating Ray Robinson. So, I do want to get into more of that sort of stuff. I think I've watched the they remade that one, not remade. They colorized the rematch, didn't they, of Turpin and Robinson, and I watched that, and it was really nice to watch it. To be fair, I do want to get into watching more of those historical fights. So I'll take on board Rocky Marciano, of course. I'll take on board Gene Tunney and Jack Dempsey. I think those are fighters I should definitely know a lot about, considering what I'm doing media-wise. It's just about finding the time. Yeah, I appreciate your list of fighters. But respect to Randy Turpin, man. Ali deserves the title the greatest, as he gave himself that name. But that does not mean he fought he was the best of the best of his best day. And I feel George would have won a rematch with Ali. Yeah, so with Ali, I think he's the greatest in terms of he's the single boxer who really transcended boxing. He was bigger than boxing. And even I would say that even Floyd Mayweather, he's still just a boxer. He's not really transcended into the mainstream. I know people know him, but politics, activism, being like real frontline news for the world, not only his country, but the world, being proper frontline news, general news, not just sports news, but general news that Ali was. I think that's what kind of makes him the greatest. And I know strictly, I'm not really looking at it as strictly just the boxing sense, but that's how I kind of see it as like, I don't want to just label it just being a boxer, but who really just transcended being bigger than boxing they did. So in those sort of terms, I see him as the greatest. And no boxer really comes closer to him than, no boxer really comes close to that at all. He's miles ahead. But in terms of him being the best, strictly in terms of being a boxer, someone can probably tell me more about that. I imagine he doesn't rank as the best, but I couldn't tell you who that was because I'm not clued up on the history as you guys are. But I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn, willing to learn, so. And let's not forget Smoker Joe Frazier. So many great fights that have passed away, for sure. You know what? I was watching yesterday. Not yesterday. A couple of days before. We're in round 6 of 12, by the way. Kambosos Jr. Lee Selby. I was watching some Rocky Lockridge. What a good fighter Rocky Lockridge was. And I did not know that the you know the meme of the best cry ever. Have you seen that meme? I'm sure you've seen that meme. It was back in like 2010, back in 2011, when there was like an intervention episode and like someone's crying and they're like, "I still love you," and then this guy just lets out this wail of a cry. Lets out this absolute wail of a cry. I did not know that was Rocky Lockridge. So I looked hard for that episode. And it was just so fucking sad to see a world champion who'd been left with nothing after becoming world champion because of drugs, was homeless, on the street still, fucking sleeping rough. Fucking horrible, man. After what you'd done, after what you achieved, the money you'd got, you must have just gone down the wrong path, Rocky Lockridge did. And it ended terribly. Cost him his life, cost him his family, cost him his way of life. And it could have been so different. It could have been so different. And his kids still want him back. His kids still had that pain. But he wasn't able to better himself and essentially died just falling by, which is a real shame. Nice work here from Lee Selby. Might have just about taken that round, but Kambosos not really been able to get into the positions to... What fight are you watching? Lee Selby confident here he's winning all the rounds, and he probably is. Not really had my eye on this too much. Roy Jones was amazing too, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, doesn't Roy Jones have a couple of drugs issues in his career? It's really hard to get that context because you'll just see the fights. I'd love to be able to... Oh, Anthony Joshua there. I would love to be able to have like this fight here of Roy Jones Jr.'s career, and then some like a 5-minute context beforehand, just cluing me up on everything around Roy Jones Jr. and then the scene of the division that he's in. But you can't get that really, which is a shame. Sugar Ray Robinson was up there as well. Yeah, I mean that Sugar Ray name, man. Building off of Robinson. But yeah, there are other fighters like your Ezard Charles and those types of fighters as well who are really kind of revered in terms of boxing history. Like, I know the names, I just don't know more than that. Which I do want to know more. It's just about finding the time. 7 of 12 here. Not really ferocious here is George. And he's not using the jab as the entry to... I thought he'd be slipping. I thought he'd be moving and then trying to get forward. But he's really kind of basic, really. That counter, I think Selby blocked it. Anyone seen that whilst we're watching this fight? Anyone seen that video of Deontay Wilder? What a joke. What a joke. Deontay Wilder is an absolute fucking joke with that video, man. That fucking dent that Tyson Fury gave him fucking dented his logic, man. I can't believe he's rolling with that. Like, don't get me wrong, if there's any sort of fucking... If there's any... 1 second. Left hook there from Kambosos. And again. Yeah, so, I mean, the thing with Deontay Wilder, right? I think it's stupid, the video he put out. But I will say, if there is any hint of fucking Louis Resto and Billy Collins Jr. that happened in there, then I want that found out for sure. But I don't believe there was that. I don't believe that happened in that fight. Tyson Fury wasn't looking to get that edge by, you know, messing around with the padding and this, that, and the other. I don't believe that's the case. If they prove that, then fair enough. I'll take that on board. But I don't. From what I've seen, I don't believe that's the case. And fuck, you know, fuck Louis Resto, fuck Panama Lewis for that sort of shit. But as far as I see it, that's not the case with the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight. Nowhere near. And it's concerning as well when he's saying, "Oh, the fight was only stopped because of a disloyal corner member." What did you want about disloyal corner member? Disloyal corner member, they're the one person that was actually looking out for you. What a joke. What is he doing, man? Jab up and then down to the body from George Kambosos Jr. Out of range with jabs in return, just stepping back. Nice work. Lee Selby on the front foot. Yeah, that's the problem there. Like the corner man is saying, don't give him that ground. George is just giving that ground away when he's made good work in getting there, and he just gives it away. Nice right hand there from Kambosos, but then eats a left hand in return. And then a big right hand there from Kambosos, but Selby comes forward. And the right hand in return from Lee. Nice little exchange there. Okay, guys, I got a hard one. George Foreman in his prime versus Mike Tyson in his prime. Both on their best day. Who's got it? Big George Foreman beats Mike Tyson. Stops him. That's who I'm going for. I'm going to go for a quick piss. Back in a second. I see Steve Wellings is in there. I'll be there for the post-fight pod. Usyk versus Chisora. Just a casual one here. Chilling, seeing what happens if people turn up. If they don't, sound, no worries. But I'll be there. I'm sure the thousands and thousands will be there in the chat as they are reaping up all the action. I'm just going for a quick toilet break. I'll be back in a second. Good seeing you here, Steve. Big Stevie Wellings. Steve, if you're still in here, what have you making of Kambosos? Like, you've interviewed him. I think you've probably seen more than I have of Kambosos. What are you making of this performance if you're still in here, Steve? Can't reach that. No worries. 90 seconds left. 9th round in. Double jab from George. Stays in the center. He's just been so happy to stay in the center and not close that distance, which is really weird. Dennis asking me to show him the fight. I wish I could show you the fight, Dennis, but then I'll get copyright struck and I won't be able to do any live streams anymore. So unfortunately I can't do that. But Dennis, you're new in here, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll be talking through you the fight and the main fight, Usyk versus Chisora. So left hook and a right hand exchange. That's a good left hook there though from George. Hurtful one there from George. But he can't settle. He can't just admire that left hook. Now what are you doing after that left hook? You're just allowing Lee to just reset, control the distance, control where the action happens after you've admired your left. There we go. It's better work there. That's a hard shot as well. Another left hook there. But there you go. Now you're letting him out. Left hook, right hand there from George. Misses. Right, what's to come from this 10th, 11th and 12th from George? But yeah, that Deontay Wilder video, fucking, what a fucking idiot, man. What a fucking idiot. I don't mind seeing the third fight, you know. I'd rather see the third fight than Takam. And just see it done with. And see Wilder just, you know, lose again. Because he would lose again. And he lost the first one. And he'd lose this. He lost the first one. And he lost the second one. And he'd lose the third one. But what are you doing, man? Those fucking videos, just pure cringe. And I do cringe vids. Solid jab lands on the face of George. Left hook is blocked though. Rob Tebbett says, Kambosos pulling away in my card now. Up 6-3. So am I seeing this wrong? If I am, fair play. I think Lee's done really well. I think Lee for my have been winning. I'm not scoring this. Fuck scoring it. But I think Lee would probably, if I was scoring this, and just from what I've seen, I think Lee would be winning this fight. Strange one. Maybe I'll have to proper fucking pay attention to this. 5-4 Selby says a guy called Henry. Interesting. Maybe I've just seen it totally wrong. Who knows? Is anyone in here scoring this fight? I mean, this is a better round for George from what I'm seeing. Left hook there. Now he's putting it on him. Just backing him up. It's the young mustache and goatee and the hair, the way the hair falls, it reminds me of a really young Manny Pacquiao. Not in fight stance or in terms, but just in terms of look at the top, it reminded me a bit of a young Manny Pacquiao. That's what it is. Especially the jet black head. Picked a really good right hand to the body there. George did. This is a round with a lot less output and success for Lee. Josh Warrington said I've got Kambosos up going into the last 2 rounds. So yeah, fair enough. Andy Lee has it 8 rounds to 2, so, and that's what I thought. Not in terms of that score, but what is this? I thought I'd seen it that sort of way, with just kind of Lee in control, really. But like I said, I've been talking to you guys and talking about other shit, not really concentrating on this fight, so. I mean, Selby's done well not to catch anything really flush. He has tied, though, in this 11th round so far. But this is now Kambosos' wheelhouse as Selby's coming forward, less in terms of a boxing sense and more in terms of trying to walking him down and just trying to take that front forward offense away from George. Less lateral movement. Yeah, back to the movement now from Lee. Catches the right hand on his chin though. Jab there from George. Jab, then left hook to the body. Nice work there from George as well. Stepping off though. Maybe they are putting off a really good game plan. 'Right then, final round, 12th round. Let's see what happens here. Final round before we get Usyk versus Chisora. This is going to end late, this one. The post-fight pod in this time is going to be a late one as well. 10 seconds left as we move into the 12th and final round. This is the chief support to Usyk versus Chisora. So I assume 10 minutes after this fight we will get the main event, which we're all looking forward to. Selby on the front foot here. Andy Lee's got Selby winning at a canter. I thought from what I've seen, flittering in and out of this, Selby had been winning. But online it seems different. And Kambosos is winning. Oh, big right hand there from George. Lee took it. Lee's not shown that shot at all. He's just taken it and he's still moving forward. What a poker face he's got there, because that looked like it fucking cracked him. Lee's got to get a proper warning there, because it's 3 or 4 times now that he's just punched George to the back of the head. And that should really be a final warning, or even a final warning, because he's done that a number of times. That's unacceptable there from Lee. Right hand to the body there from George, and a left hook to the body in return from Lee. Good solid jab there from Kambosos. Right hand, picks a great right hand and a little short left kind of shovel uppercut there to the chin of Lee. Lee's clinching here, last 30 seconds. Hands are low now from George Kambosos, kind of George Grove style, a haymaker, David Hayes sort of style, trying to pick some shots. Fight ends. And we'll see who's won. Very interesting. Last King of Scotland saying, Selby's not great to watch. Hopefully we get some action in the main, because this has been a shocking card. I mean, not Eddie's finest cards, has it been, really, from the outset. I mean, it could have been a really nice card in terms of, like, the accidental value, like we saw with the, what was the main fight? You know, the Ashfat card that had Joe Laws. Can't remember who headlined that. That's bad of me, but don't matter anyway. Lex Ham, good to see you here, Lex Ham. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button. Stilian Petrov. What is this? I'm a Watford fan, pal. I don't support Blues or Aston Villa. Right then, waiting for the scorecards. A little bit of time here. You always wonder when it takes a bit of time for the scorecards to see what's happening. Oh, they're giving you shit, Last King of Scotland. I thought it was me. I was like, I don't have a clue what that's about. But who cares about football chat, man? Unless you're talking about Watford, leave it at the door. This is boxing. Bit of time here on the scorecards, which is always interesting, and always teams tends to end in some controversy. Who's betting the draw? I was watching the boxing, pointing out all the Bulgarian players who play in Scotland. Okay, sound. Let's park that now. That crap. Watching the boxing, boys. Lex Ham, Last King of Scotland. I wonder if they'll go with the draw. What are people saying on Twitter? See, what are they doing there? What are they doing there? What are they doing there? They're writing shit down and fuck knows, man. Elton John likes Watford, lol. Is he the Lion King? He's the king of Watford for me. Got Last King of Scotland. Elton John is the king of Watford for me. I wish we'd sing Rocket Man. That would be such a sick song to sing. Right, here we go. The results coming in now. $118, $110. Kambosos. There you go. Fucking hell. 115, 114, Selby. Draw, maybe? No. 116, 112. It's got to be Selby, this. Oh, Kambosos. There you go. Very interesting. That's such a weird... That's such a crazy disparage of scorecards. But yeah, this is a fight when, if it gets down to it, if I have the time, I'd watch back again and really give this some focus. Or obviously chatting in this, and it's really hard to tell. But this kind of what I've been watching here, especially on the DAZN portion, Andy Lee seemed to have seen the fight clearly for Lee Selby and George Kambosos. I'm not saying I agree with that, because I haven't really given the focus to the fight, which would need to kind of really come up with a real kind of winner for myself. From what I did see, I'd probably say I thought Lee Selby won, especially the early rounds. I think I had the eye on it maybe like the second and third rounds. One in between, sorry, first, second, and third rounds. I really kind of saw Lee Selby winning. But he must have just pulled away, and Kambosos picking those shots that he did, especially towards the latter portion of the fight. Especially the 12th round, he picked some really nice shots. But Kambosos Jr. gets the win here over Lee Selby. Will Lee Selby retire? Will he get a rematch with Ricky Burns? Bit dodgy, this. It's always a bit strange when the scorecards go in. You never know. Thought Selby had it right. So I'm just going to take a quick break. Take a quick toilet break. I spoke to Ty and Booth recently. Here's a quick promo for the interview that I did with Ty and Booth. A little bit of time for you guys to have a little chuckle. Check it out.
So when people talk about karma and all this law of attraction, this woman came round to my house one time. She's always going on about the universe. You know, she's always writing like Facebook statuses saying, if you put this out into the universe will send this back to you. So I said to her, what do you know about the universe? What does E equals MC squared mean? And she was like, E equals M is let me just have a look on Google. So I said, don't bother looking on Google. You tell me what E equals MC squared means. You're always going on about the universe. I've done a little open universe. I've done a little shit course, you know, in physics. So I know what it means. What do you know about a proton? That's what I said to her. Or an electron.
Ames here for Boxing News TV. Pleasure to meet you, Derek. Just a few questions from me. First of all, Derek, you might be aware from this. Looking around at the expert opinion as we approach this fight, it seems like you aren't being backed to win, and there are those who think this would be a walkover for you. How does that make you feel when you hear and see people not backing you on your biggest opportunity to date?
I'm not really bothered. I'm not really bothered. I don't care. You know, everybody's got their own opinion. You know, some people like KFC, some people like McDonald's. Everybody, you know, we are human beings. Everybody likes their own opinion. You know, when AJ lost the fight with Ruiz, they slandered him. They said so many things about him, and he said when I win the rematch, you're gonna have to bow down to me. They're like, yeah, right. And then he won it. And then guess what? The same people are back on his tushes, you know. So, but it's just human beings. It's a way of human beings, how they are, you know. They have to say what makes them feel happy, and that's whatever happens. I don't really care, to be honest. What people say, the bookies say the same thing, so I'm not really bothered about that.
David Hayes' campaign campaigning for you to become WBO mandatory if you beat Usyk. If you beat Usyk and it comes down to it, would you be willing to step aside and allow for a heavyweight unification for all the belts between Joshua and Fury, or would you want your shot enforced?
Oh yeah, man. If Eddie Hearn comes with big numbers, I'll look at the numbers. If Tyson and Adrian, what they're gonna get if he offers me 50 mil, say that, step aside. I'll step aside. I don't mind. I'll step aside for the fans. If the fans want to see that fight, we were promoted with AJ. They didn't make it happen. People like, fight this. But I think if it's meant, but you have to understand, Tyson has to fight Dylan or Alexander Perverkin, and he's gonna have to fight Deontay Wilder. Don't think by Deontay Wilder saying, "Oh, he's not fighting in December." So he's the contract is run out. No, it hasn't run out because this pandemic for everybody. So that's another excuse for them to say, you know what, the one fight deal is still happening right now. So, I won't be surprised about it back in the ring with Tyson Fury by next year summer.
Right, boys, what does it come to? I'm fucking eating a pot noodle on stream. Can't eat this shit, can I? But I'm fucking... Don't know if it's hungry, nervous hungry. Back in a quick second. So what about, let's go back to that Usyk Chisora. I know you're not too hyped up about it, but give me your prediction on then.
I've seen him Usyk, he looked quite good against Bellew. But what does that mean? Bellew. Bellew. He won a world title, didn't he? Bellew. I haven't really followed him, man. I'm not really bothered about these fuckers. Really don't give a fuck about them. They've done well for themselves, haven't they? Beat up an injured David Hay. Old as fuck. But yeah, I just don't care. Derek Chisora, he's a fucking... He's a bit of a warrior, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Would you... Right, boys, I'm back. Waiting for my pot noodle to make. Got the green strobe lights here. Derek Chisora, Oleksandr Usyk. Promos are coming up here. Right then, prediction time for everyone who's in here. Give me a prediction, Usyk vs Chisora, on how it happens. What do you see happening? Right, this is my prediction. So, I reckon that Oleksandr Usyk beats Derek Chisora 9th or 10th round stoppage. 10th round stoppage I'm going to go with. Yeah. I just think the movement... I didn't pay attention to how big the ring was, fuck's sake. That ring don't look too big to me. We've seen some massive rings in the past. I remember the fucking Chisora, Tyson Fury, Vladimir Klitschko ring was fucking huge. But yeah, if Del Boy pulls this off and he beats Oleksandr Usyk, no one gives a shit about fucking Oleksandr Usyk was never that good. Like the shit that they've done with Lomachenko was like, oh, Lomachenko weren't all that. Anyway, I've seen people do that shit. Don't do that crap, man. Oleksandr Usyk is legit as fucking legit comes. And he's made that step up. And everything that comes with making that step up. And if you lose, you take. So if Chisora wins, yeah, Chisora's not immediately in the pound for pound list and all that sort of crap. Fucking get frustrated with the pound for pound stuff as well. But give the credit to Derek Chisora if he pulls it off. Do not take that away from him. The way he set up that knockout on Bellew was so fucking sweet, man. This guy's fucking legit as legit comes. I think he falls short though against your Tyson Furies and your Anthony Joshua's of the world. I think they're just too big. I think the footwork style is different for Fury and Usyk, but Tyson Fury more than capably competes and is on equal footing. Maybe Usyk just about gets the nod over footwork, but it's just the power and size. It's going to be a real problem for Usyk if he gets to that stage. He fucking glossed me. What a shame though there's no crowd for this one as well. There's been so many fights you'd love to see a crowd for. Imagine Zepeda Baranchik with a crowd. Woo! Credit to Chisora for taking the challenge. I know he's getting paid fucking handsomely as shit, but he could have had an easier fight than Usyk. For sure, he could have had an easier fight than Usyk. Back in a sec, fellas. Back in a sec.
I told everyone what teams we should react for. This is a bad fight. This is a bad fight to take when you are 5 minutes before being a mandatory. Why? Whoever thinks that Povetkin gonna bank out easily, I can guarantee you, simply, they don't understand boxing. Dillian White, he fought Lucas Brown, stopped him with tremendous knockout. Then he fights Joseph Parker. Touch and go. If this longer round, it would have gone. It was very close. And he fights Chisora, losing whole fight and finding a left equalizer, the check hook, which prevails. And then he fights Oscar Rivas, goes down, Oscar's biceps snaps, and Dillian wins it somehow. Mario Schwag, very poor. He just underestimated, but Marius really turned up and gave him a seriously competitive fight. Luck is running out, that's what I'm saying. No matter how talented Dillian is, unless he's absolutely ready for this fight mentally, physically, he's going, because Povetkin is old school operator.
So when people talk about karma and all this law of attraction, this woman came round to my house one time. She always going on about the universe. You know, she's always writing like Facebook statuses saying, if you put this out into the universe will send this back to you. So I said to her, what do you know about the universe? What does E equals MC squared mean? And she was like, E equals M is let me just have a look on Google. So I said, don't bother looking on Google. You tell me what E equals MC squared means. You're always going on about the universe. I've done a little open universe. I've done a little shit course, you know, physics. So I know what it means. What do you know about a proton? That's what I said to her. Or an electron.
Right, and boys, I'm back. I had to gulp down that pot noodle. I was fucking hungry, you know. But yeah, we're here. 33-year-old Usyk against 36-year-old Derek Chisora. 6'3" compared to 6'1". I thought Chisora's a little bit taller than Usyk, but I guess not. But yeah, that movement's going to be a real issue, in it. A real issue for Derek. Especially like someone like in his Hay fight. I know that's a while back, but a comparator in that sort of sense. And like your Tyson Furies, those movers, those people that don't come to fight, Derek Chisora really struggles against. He's going to have to really cut down that ring effectively, and then when he cuts down the ring, taking that opportunity. Whether he can do it, I don't know. But we'll see that. Derek Chisora's now walking to the ring now. Looking like Mr. X from fucking Resident Evil. What's on his shirt? Chisora just making his ring walk now. What the hell is this? That's fucking Eddie Hearn's laugh. Or was it David Dementi? Here comes Derek. Go on, now I'm excited. Yes! What a tune. I fucking hate Sweet Caroline. But Hotel California is a banger. What a banger. I remember rocking out to this on fucking Guitar Hero. Go on, Del Boy. What a tune. I wonder, I know obviously it'll be after him, but after he's fought, I wonder if he'll change his mind over how he feels about the crowd and how different it was. Derek just looking like he's saying a quick prayer. Living it up at the Hotel California. What a tune. Here comes Usyk now. White with the teal trim. It looks like he's got ATG on his right hand of his chest. Usyk, but I think it's some Ukrainian writing. Got no clue what Usyk's coming out to. He didn't look that different really from the Usyk of the cruiserweight frame than he does now to this kind of heavyweight frame when he looked on the scales. He looked good on the scales. Chisora looked better. Chisora looked like a proper natural heavyweight, as he would do against a cruiserweight coming up to heavyweight, for sure. Alright, official introductions coming in imminently. It's fucking 11 now, Jesus. Bloody hell, man. Come on, man. I don't need to see these clips of Chisora walking down the ring when he's just walked down the ring. Do your introductions, man. Come on. Chisora just rolling his shoulders up and down, jogging on the spot, feeling out his arms. What about this trainer as well? We haven't touched on the trainer here. He ain't Don Charles. Come on, man. I just want to see the fight. Fuck the introductions off, man. Go on, Del Boy. Right. Chisora getting introduced now. Alex Demetrius. I think I saw an interview with him. I don't know enough about Alex Demetrius to comment on how good he is as a trainer, though. No idea. 41 fights, 32 wins, 23 won by KO, 9 losses. Is it 10 for Chisora? Chisora ain't done though. If he loses this fight, there's so much more for Chisora to do still. Can still make paydays. He looks big, Usyk does, to be fair. Does look quite big. 2 losses for Papachenko here. 2 big, high-profile losses for Papachenko coming. 70 fights, 17 wins, 13 KOs, lost none. That's what's on the line here. His first defeat. If Chisora manages to dismantle him. Here we go. Bell for first round is about to ring. Let's fucking go. Round 1. Let's go. Oh, a bit of lazy left hook there, trying to catch Usyk. Oh! On the top of the head there, just I think it was just off a balance there. Left hooks, right hands to the body here from Chisora, who's closing the ring down fine so far. Left hook there from Usyk, and another one. Now the jab. Left hook, right hands here from Chisora. Go on, Derek. One of the right hands was low. Uppercut on the inside from Derek. Left hook inside the clinch from... Left hook to the body there from Chisora onto Usyk as well. Just coming in a bit amateurishly there, Del Boy. A bit rough. A bit wide. Jab to the body there from Derek. Not a lot of movement here, though, from Usyk, which is interesting. Overhand right there from Derek. Then he's shooting to the body. Usyk does well to just shift himself to the left to cover up that side. Then takes a shot to the body as they exit the clinch. Pitter-patter punches here from Usyk and then trying to circle off to the left. Oh, nice little left hand there from Usyk. Right hand there from Derek. Looked like it buzzed Usyk. Jabs, left hooks, right hooks. To the body here. Complaining about being hit low. Didn't look low to me. That's a Chisora round. Brilliant there from Chisora. Not a lot came back from Usyk though. I don't think Usyk's really... That's not the full Usyk we're seeing right now. But great first round there for a Chisora perspective. Why is Anthony Joshua just staring at me? Go on, Del Boy. Nice little uppercut there from Usyk. Left uppercut. And then a pick in the left hand as well. Jab to the body, Chisora. Jab to the body again. There's a right hook there from Chisora. Del Boy ducking and weaving out of the way of these shots from Usyk as well. Eats a left hand there though. Here's the Usyk that I was expecting now. Bit of better work here now from Usyk. Not a lot of strength in the punches. He's just pitter-pattering for now. But he will change up the strength in those punches sooner or later. Just lure Del in. And then catch him with one. Second round here, Cal Thompson. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button here. Just pinning Chisora Usyk back. He's doing really well to cut off the ring. There's the pit-a-pat punches again. Right hand to the body there from left hand to the body, sorry, from Usyk. Right hook there from Chisora. Right hand there from Chisora again. Usyk looking like he's in a spot of bother here. Right hand there. Oh, nice little left, the sniper left, right hand, sorry, from Usyk. That's the hard shots I'm on about. He doesn't want to eat too many of them. Right hook catching Usyk there. And right hook to the body. Complaining it's low, but it wasn't. Didn't look low to me. Second round, 30 seconds left. Pit-a-pat punches here. One will be cracked sooner or later. Not setting his feet, just using the distance, not trying to use too much energy. Good guard there from Usyk. He's got that left hand high up on his temple to block an overhand right, which Derek Chisora always looks to shoot. That overhand right. Crouch down, overhand right. Shoot it like a catapult. But good round there. I think I'd give that one to Chisora. You can hear Bellew just screaming, man. here. If he's wild, Usyk will pick off the shots. And he's not setting his feet, but he will. And Derek thinking he's not setting his feet and taking a pit-pat shot when he actually receives a hard shot could be his undoing. Left hook, right hands to the body as well from Chisora. Usyk circling off to his right. Now moving to his left. Left hook, jab on the right hand, but an overhand right there. And return from Chisora. Wild with overhand right again. This time misses. Having a real problem here with Chisora. One, two from Usyk. Lands. This is great work though from Chisora. Body shot there from Usyk. Overhand right there. Just taps Usyk. Left hook there from Usyk. Good shot. And another one as Chisora comes in. Clash of heads there. Right hand there from Usyk. Overhand right buys Chisora some space. And another one buys him some more space back in the centre ring. Ten seconds left, third round. Right hand to the body from Chisora. Another round there for Chisora for me. But some better work there from Usyk. Picking some shots. But that's my real worry here. Is because Derek never really been great with the head movement-ish. He comes in wild with some shots. And Usyk can really sniper him instead of pitter-pattering. And that could be, like I said, Chisora's undoing. But great work so far here from Derek Chisora. Now moving into the fourth round. Yeah, I mean, Usyk tends to generally start low, so sure you can't take too much of it, but still good work from Chisora. Overhand right there lands, just partially blocked actually by Usyk, but feinting with like an up jab there from Usyk there. Some pitter-patter punches there from Usyk. Now he's just struggling to get out of the corner, but he did. Left hook there from Chisora. Yeah, his right hand's there. Struggling, like Andy Lee's saying now, to pin him down a little bit. The movement's just getting in better flow. Jabs are landing a little bit here. Right hand there from Chisora lands. Then switches round back to the centre of the ring. Left to the body there from Oleksandr Usyk. Slips a jab. First little step back there from Chisora. Just backing Chisora up to the ropes now. Usyk not doing much with it though. Jab right hand there from Usyk. Usyk falls to the floor, but that's a slip. That's not a knockdown, that's a slip. No chance. Or it's a clean right hook there. Chisora did. Double jab from Chisora, ending the round. I think Usyk just won that round. Big gulp of air there from Usyk as he is at the centre of the ring, sorry, in his corner, just getting some instructions from Papachenko. Round 5. This is where I think we'll start to see a lot more from Usyk. Yeah, Usyk with the pressure. Just gets caught up with the ropes. Sorry, Chisora with the pressure. Caught up in the ropes. Eats a 1-2 though. And eats a jab as well. Oh, solid work there from Usyk as well. Yeah, good work here. Not a lot here coming from Chisora. Not that he's any real pressure, but he's not able to get anything off at the moment. Shoots for the uppercut, but just out of range. Usyk missed Chisora by a couple of inches. This is good work here now for Usyk. Good stuff here. Proper timing him coming in now and moving out the way. Good, 2 good jabs there from Chisora though. Oh, good straight hand down the pipe from Usyk there. Went for the body, got caught with a straight hand. And he's trying to time that straight hand again. Looking at the feet, Usyk is. Interesting. Eats a straight hand and a right hand as well. This round's pretty much been all Usyk. Great stuff here from Usyk. Overhand right though lands for Chisora. Loading up there, but did land. But good work there from Usyk. A real good clear Usyk round there. Derek looking like he needs a second wind. Bellew saying go side to side all the time. Easier said than done, but Usyk was cracking him with some nice shots in that last round. Particularly the straight left hand. David Hay calling for some head movement. Don't think he'll get a lot of that from Chisora. That jab is in the face of Chisora now. There's the jab. Feinting there, Chisora, but he's not throwing anything. Three-punch combination, and then with a short little right hook, lands on Chisora. Overhand right there from Usyk is blocked. From Chisora is blocked. Jab there from Usyk. Then a straight left. Chisora can win this round if he puts some pressure on and lands a few punches, but this is an Usyk round so far. I think Usyk has got the timing here, got the range here, and he's really comfortable now. There's the right. There's the right again. Just tapping and moving. Good work here now in the clinch. Getting in what he can in the clinch. And that's what Chisora has to do. Yeah, that right hand is low from Chisora, and that left hook coming over the top from Usyk could really be a telling punch if you put some pop into it. Right hand to the body, Chisora. He's just following him around the ring, not really cutting him off. Uppercut, sweet uppercut there from Usyk. Left hand, left hook, right hand from Usyk. Chisora, sorry. Right hooks in the clinch. Covering up well though Usyk is, but took a few shots. Better than the last round, but still an Usyk round. And I've got it even now. Let me know what you guys are saying. How you see this fight going. 10 seconds left as we move into the 7th round. There's that lead hand there from Usyk, just controlling Derek. Keeping him at range. The range Usyk wants. Jab to the body of Chisora. Right hand there from Chisora, blocked by Usyk. Overhand right there from Chisora, blocked. That was a bit low from Usyk. Left hand there from Chisora. Trying to counter that right hand, just it's blocked though. Usyk's really in his wheelhouse right now. This is real comfortable for Usyk, and he's picking just nice shots. Oh, this is nice work here from Usyk here. Jab and then the right hand. Looking a bit tired, Chisora is. Still on the front foot, but tired he looks. Right hand from Usyk, clean. Left hook to the body and a right hand to the body from Chisora, but it's blocked. Chisora with single shot success, but lovely way. Oh, rocked. He's rocked Chisora there. Chisora's rocked here. 10 seconds left in the 7th round. Chisora caught with a sweet shot. He's still hurt. Left hook, right hand. He's about to fall here. Oh. Very, very lucky to get out of that round. Round 7. Usyk in complete control now. So he's broken his foot. Don't see he's broken his foot. Eight rounds now. I think Derek's still hurt here. Right hook onto the body, blocked. Oh, straight. And then the right hand, right hook was sweet from Usyk. Usyk backing up Chisora onto the ropes. Jab there from Usyk. And again, and again. Oh, 3-punch combination has been landing all night. Jab, hook, hand. Jab, hook, straight, sorry. Double jab there from Usyk, tripling it up. Oh, 1-2, clean from Usyk. Derek just looks out of ideas now. Oh. Oh, 4-punch combination here from Usyk. Lands to the head of Chisora. He's slowed down a lot now, Chisora has. Back towards the ropes now, in the corner. Chisora is. This is where Usyk exactly wants him. Oh, right hand there, right hook from Usyk. Left hook there from Usyk and the right hand. Good work there from Usyk. Really just dominating now. Really dominating. Solid, clean shots there from Usyk, man. Chisora just got no answer to it. He's a bit stuck in the mud. Maybe a younger Chisora might have been able to move more. I'm not saying do better, but in just terms of defense-wise, just see this punches coming a bit quicker. Oh, rocking the head back. It's great stuff here from Usyk. Round 9 here. Oh, right hand, left hook, right hand, sorry, from Usyk. And they're so accurate as well. Good right hand there from Derek. First bit of success in quite a few rounds now. Yeah, jab overhand right. Better from Chisora now. Right hand lands clean for Chisora. Jumps in and then weighs on the head of Usyk. Veteran maneuver there. Usyk acknowledges. One, two, then out of distance from Usyk. Good work. Hurtful body shot as well. Go on, Delboy. Oh, just off that movement, if Usyk thrown there, would have really hurt Del Boy. Good right hook there, though, from Chisora. Yeah, good work here there to Chisora. Go on, Del Boy. Blocked from Usyk, though. Nothing landed clean. Left hook, right hand there from Usyk, and another Chisora, and another left hook. I think that's still a Usyk round. Sorry, I disappeared, mate. No worries, no problem. Well, best of luck for your accumulator. I don't know if you'll see it through. 3 rounds left. I predicted that it would get stopped in this round, like the towel would come in. We'll see if I'm right with that prediction. I think I heard the word Tony come from the Papachenko Oleksandr Usyk corner, and Andy Lee alluded to the looping shot that Usyk hit on Tony Bellew to finish the fight. We might see that shot now in this round. Lee called it in the previous round, but we might see it now in this round. Oh, swing and a miss there from Chisora. Classy work from Usyk here. Right hand lands for Usyk and Chisora. Oh, just a little jitter of the leg there from Chisora. Left hook, right hand here. And a right hand again from Chisora. Blocked. Body shot lands for Chisora as well. Right hand complaining it's low. It wasn't low from Chisora that time. I didn't see that as low. Better work here from Chisora again. Oh, classy work there from Usyk. Right hand from Usyk and a left hook. Chisora looking really good here, but he's also getting caught with stuff. Overhand right there. I think he wants to take one to land a big overhand right. Oh, left hook there from Usyk. Triple jab from Chisora. This has been a brave, monumental effort here from Chisora. Good work on the inside there from Derek as well. This last minute, Usyk could really take the round away. I think Chisora's winning this round, but Usyk could really take the round away. Yeah, Derek just stepping back now, trying to bank the round. Oh, classy there, ending with a left hook from Usyk. Oh, left hook there from Usyk. Rocks back Chisora. I'm just giving that to Chisora. Just about. but that was a lot of effort there from Chisora there to get and win that round, just marginally. A lot of clapping there from the crowd there. Tony Bellucci, David Hayes. Two rounds left. Two rounds left. Round 11. Solid start there from Usyk as he rocks the head back of Chisora, and again Chisora back towards the ropes, just buzzed. Oh, left hand there from Chisora, just slowly walking. Oh, just gotta be careful. Lingering too long as he dips down. Left hook, right hand, blocked from Usyk. Oh. That looked low there from Usyk. Overhand right from Chisora, blocked. Left hook, right hand to the body. That was great work there from Chisora. Need more of that now. Left hook, right hand again to the body. You see no uppercuts at all for Chisora. You very rarely see an uppercut from him. Double jab there. Lands for Chisora. Minute and 20 seconds in the 11th round. Body work from Chisora. Oh, body work, but eats the right hand. Chisora looking knackered here. 45 seconds. Oh, solid shot there from Usyk. .30 seconds left in the 11th round. Chisora backpedaling. He's hurt. Solid right hand there from Usyk, though. From Chisora, though, sorry. And Usyk in return. Oh, again, great 1-2 from Usyk as well. 15 seconds, 11th round. Three minutes of work left for Chisora to see it through. I don't know who won that round. His corner are saying they're winning the fight. I don't see it that way. Go on, Delboy. See it through. See the final bell. I won't be surprised if Usyk drops Chisora, though, in this round. Right hand lands for Chisora. Usyk moving from left to right. Just resetting. Double jab from Usyk. Right hand to the body from Del Boy. Pinned him down to the ropes. Looked a bit low with that shot. Two minutes left. Go on, Del Boy. Looks knackered. Looks so knackered. Chisora lands with a right hook. Or overhand right-ish. Jab there from Usyk. On the left hand. Oh. Hook off the jab from Usyk. And again. Good body work there from Chisora. And a left hook lands from Chisora. "45 seconds. Chisora on the front foot. Oh, solid there, the bow from Usyk. 30 seconds left. Left hook from Usyk landed. On the ropes, Chisora is. Exactly where Usyk wants him. Left hook, solid there from Usyk. Left hook again from Usyk. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left here. Chisora sees it through. I think I'd just about give that to Del Boy, that round. Couple of close rounds, especially the last one. Close. Seven rounds to 5 for me. That last round was hard to call, which might have even made it 6-6, but 7-5 to Usyk for me. Usyk's side looked really confident. I think the corner are telling him that they think Usyk won. I think. Scorecards are taking some time though. Let's see, waiting for the scorecard. A lot of close rounds there for me. I got 7-5. If I call one more to Chisora, it's a draw. If I call another one to Chisora, it's a Chisora win. So we'll see how this goes. But it was a very close fight and very close, very hard to score rounds, I want to say. Sorry. Dylan pissed off about something. I'm going to head out straight after this fight to go to the Boxing Asylum and listen to them. Here we go, scorecards. All about the draw. It was a really good fight. Scorecards, here we go. 117, 112, that's going to be Usyk. 115, 113, that's got to be Usyk. Yeah, it's Usyk. Usyk wins. Yeah, 7-5 is the way I saw it. Chisora should fight the winner of Tyson versus Roy Jones. But a win here for Usyk, who did get the test I believe he needed to see himself going forward in the heavyweight division. I'd love to see him fight Joe Parker. An interesting fight would be Joshua, of course. That's the fight he'll want next. But good stuff from Chisora there. Really laid his heart out on the line. Good stuff from Usyk, who picked some sweet shots. But the problem is when he's facing the higher heavyweights, the taller heavyweights, how he's gonna fare. I think he'll just fall short there. But against the likes of maybe even your Ruiz would be such a great fight, wouldn't it? But your likes of your Ruiz, your Parkers, Kovnacki, not Kovnacki. Who am I on about? Was it Dweko? No, not Dweko. The other one, I can't remember what his name was. The Polish fella. Anyway, those sort of fringe kind of B-level heavyweights, I think he'd be very successful against, but we'll see what he does next. I'm going to